The pleasure is mine again once more. Viewers around the world, you're welcome once more on this platform. I continue to thank each and every one of you for liking and sharing our videos, which go a long way to educate so many people with their health challenges. Today, we'll be talking about gastritis, which has been one of the major issues that has been hampering and disturbing so many people and placing many people on health worries and challenges. So a lot of persons contacted me asking me about gastritis, which is almost like a flu of the day and almost all the time. Gastric, first of all, what is gastritis? Gastritis is the genetic malady in which comes as a result of genetic situations. That's the first thing, which implies that if your mama or your daddy had gastritis, it is possible that you may pick it up. If you pick one of the genetic cells, you pick up gastritis. Not only that, in the other hand, it equally comes as a result of stress. Sometimes due to work activities, or sometimes you get into a kind of very upset mind, things that makes us feel very uncomfortable. We get angry, really angry to the extent that sometimes it may lead to gastritis. And not only that, there are certain things or certain food or certain medications or some of those things that when we take them, the body doesn't really accept them. It may upset you to the extent that you might develop gastric. So medicines, when you're taking any medicines, you need to be careful. When it's any food, you need to be careful the kind of things that you eat so far. So gastric is more on things like on the genetic situations. It is something that we control. It is do more control. It's not all about medications. So this is why some people take medicines today here and there, today, tomorrow, they continue to develop one and the same situations. They feel the pains. In gastric, what do you feel? You feel chest pain. The pain that baffles, pricking pain around your chest that sometimes makes you feel a lot of heart palpitations, pricking up to the back, within this your neck, within your arm, and so on, even giving you a headache, making you sometimes you feel you burp a lot, bloating of the stomach, constipation. Sometimes you develop hard stool, very hard that stool sometimes. And then not only that, it makes you feel very weak and tired. So these things, like I said, it is more of genetic malady. What do we do when we are suffering from gastritis? The first thing we do is that somebody suffering from gastritis, always know that gastritis is because you have low digestive system. The digestive system becomes very slow in such a way that everything that you eat doesn't go through easily. It's like somebody has to run very fast with somebody who's running slowly. So the first thing you do is drink a lot of warm water. Don't drink cold water during meals. Drink a lot of warm water always, especially at a very chronic stage with those that already have chronic ulcer. Ulcer is a case where you have heavy wounds or wound that has really grown very serious deep wounds within your pancreas, within your digestive system. And this makes you feel very heavy and tired. So drink a lot of water. Make sure that you eat food regularly, at least 2, 3, 4 times in a day. Eat in small intervals. Eat small, but eat in many intervals. Don't eat too much at a time. Eat small, but eat in many intervals. Make sure that there's always something within your digestive system for processing. Because when it is not, this is when the system begins to develop a wound that leads to an ulcer within the pancreas. So make sure that you eat food regularly. And then drink sufficient amount of water. You must not drink too much water at a time. Always buy the small flask. Just buy, put it in your bag, warm your water and put it inside. Whenever you feel like to drink water, especially with those chronic stages, always drink water. And then make sure that you eat food that is warm food. Don't eat cold food. Avoid eating cold food. And don't eat late at night. Your last meal of the day should be within, let's say, later 6 p.m. If you have to eat after 6 p.m., you need to be off at least 3 hours before you sleep for that food to digest. Because when the food doesn't digest, it ferments within your digestive system and it makes you feel very bad, uncomfortable. So make sure that you eat warm food. Eat regularly in time. Have enough rest. There are certain things that when you eat, it troubles you, and there are certain things that when you eat them, you're fine. It doesn't go calibratively the same to everybody. Some other person with gastric might eat this one. It has no problem. Some other person takes it, it's a big problem. So make sure that you know the kind of food. There are certain things that when you eat them, it troubles you, avoid them. There are some that when you eat, you are okay.
you are fine. Even in terms of drinks, in terms of alcohol or the different drinks, there are some drinks that we take them, you're okay, some you take them, you're not very okay. So I'll continue to advise you, fellow people, that gastric is more on how you manage the control unit of gastric. It is not about the medicines that you take each and every day, because the medics are doing all their possible best to give you the right medications that you need to take to control the acidic congestions. But now, the 70% of gastric management, it is you and you alone that has to really do this management within your eating habits and your ways of life to maintain a good unit in terms of gastritis. Without which, you can always hit the WhatsApp button to reach out to us. We'll continue to give you more orientations and educate you much better on how to manage the situations with gastric apart from medications. Thank you so much, viewers. As we look up to continue to orientate you each and every time, whenever we have something, we'll always come back to you to educate you on how to manage your health.